wasn't a whole lot of joy. God, if I'm not supposed to be here, like, show me the other opportunity. Am I supposed to be higher up role? Am I supposed to be doing something completely different? Well, God showed me. He took that job from me, kind of unexpectedly. So I was kind of butt out for a minute. And I went through a time of sadness. I was mourning the loss of the comfortability. I was able to basically work from anywhere. I could just take my laptop and pop it up and help my employees and move along. So with that, I'm definitely going to get up and run.
You don't like lizards?
Not if it's coming on me. Okay.
I guess backyard podcast studio is maybe not our best of decisions.
We started on our knees, had no light. Then we found our way to church. Yeah, I got our vision set right. You pulled us out the dirt. Now we're walking in our purpose, not just shopping in vain. And calling our Holy Father, staying away from the lies, 'cause you taught us how to apply. We got the way you do it. Yeah, you did it, and you did it. When the road got rough, you pulled us through it. You always do it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, we got the way you do it. Yeah. Walk a little different by avenue. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to Different by Avenue. I'm Dee, and I'm here with Bre. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, so if you're nursing a Shamrock Shake hangover, I feel you.
We're lucky to have you here. Actually, scratch that. We're blessed to have you guys here. So let's go ahead and pray ourselves in. Lord, thank you for the reminder that nothing in our lives is a coincidence. Whether we feel lucky or lost, we know you have a purpose. Bless this conversation and the ears that hear it. Amen.
Amen. All right, if you're just joining the Avenue, we are two wives navigating life, motherhood, and faith.
Yes. We're here to talk about the messy shit, the beautiful moments, showing how God provides different avenues for all of us.
Since we just passed St. Patty's Day, everyone is talking about the luck of the Irish, but in this house, we don't believe in luck. We believe in purpose.
Exactly. Luck implies that it happened by chance, or bless implies that it happened by design. Even when stuff feels like a disaster. This reminds me of a song. It's called I'm Not Lucky, I'm Blessed by Jonathan McReynolds. If you haven't heard it yet, I'm going to share it with you.
Absolutely, please.
Okay, but I absolutely love it. He has a great melody with it, and it's a good reminder, like, you know, when people say, oh, you got the job because you're lucky. No. It's all about being blessed.
Let's get into story time. Tell me about a moment that felt like a total disaster and actually ended up being a purposeful setup.
So before I tell my story, I have to share this TikTok because I saw it the other night and I was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to use. So it talks about, you know, how God answers prayers backwards.
Yeah, so like I asked God for peace. He gave me chaos so I can learn how to speak to my storms to create my peace.
What are you talking about?
Well, check this out. I asked God for wealth.
Which he clearly gave to you.
No, actually, he made me broke. He wanted me to understand value before he gave me money. I asked God for wisdom.
And he gave you books and mentors?
Actually, he gave me problems to solve that I actually failed solving. There's blessing in the lesson. See, life is to be lived. You can't buy it online. You can't buy it in a jar. You can't go in the store and get it.
Then I'm starting to think that I don't want what God is selling me.
I even asked God for love, and he actually broke my heart because he wanted me to love myself first.
But isn't love supposed to feel good? This all sounds backwards.
Before God gives you the promises, he's got to build the character that can sustain it.
So God didn't ignore you. The struggle is a part of the answer.
You got it, boss. See, stop running away from your problems. Run towards your problems.
Because things happen for you, not to you.
Yeah, see, God doesn't change your circumstances. He changes you.
He gives you the opportunity to change, not just the answer.
Oh, the story that comes up, because all of those, I feel like I've been in those situations. Yes. But the most prevalent one is one that I have most recently gone through. It's job-wise, right? So there was a point in time where I had a job where I was making really good money. So life in Florida was comfortable. And I had been praying to God because I was very unhappy in the job. Just felt like it was a little soul-sucking. I was doing claims that involved deaths, serious car accidents. So there wasn't a whole lot of joy, right? So with that job, my prayer to God was constantly like, God, if I'm not supposed to be here, like show me the other opportunity. Am I supposed to be higher up role? Am I supposed to be doing something completely different? Well, God showed me. He took that job from me, kind of unexpectedly. So I was kind of butt out for a minute. And I went through a time of sadness. I was mourning the loss of the job. I think more so I was mourning the loss of the comfortability that the job provided. I was able to basically work from anywhere. I could just take my laptop and pop it up and help my employees and move along. So with that, get up and run.
You don't like lizards?
Not if it's coming on me. Okay.
I guess backyard podcast studio is maybe not our best of decisions.
Oh gosh.
That's okay. Disaster, as we talk of. It's not yet a disaster. It's just a small lizard.
It's impending. It's impending. Okay. So, with the loss of the job, my prayer to God at that point was, okay, God, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. And I think I became a little more rushed into just finding something. So I got back into claims, not death claims. Now I was doing like rentals and homeowners type claims. So I was like, okay, this will be lighter on the heart. It should be a lot better. Still, I couldn't find my joy again. I got to the point where I would literally be laying in bed and just crying. Like I couldn't get a prayer out. I was just crying to God, like, God, please just do something, anything at this point. Just help me. And it got to a point where I couldn't log into work. Like, it was something that was physically preventing me from actually logging into work. And, like, it manifested me making myself sick, literally. And I really feel like that was God redirecting me. So the job I have now is a lot more giddier. I get to help people plan a vacation. And just hearing the joy in other people, it's bringing me joy. And often, if not daily, I'm thanking God, like, just thank you, God, for another day, for me to be able to see this side of it. So I definitely feel when I've asked God to remove me from something, He has taken it away, and I've had to learn something completely different. It's happened in relationships. It's happened in just friendships. And I thank Him for everything that He's brought me through. And I always am trying to find a lesson, even when it's hard. That's one of the things that I do appreciate in my husband. He's like, oh, we're going to get a lesson out of this. And he's so nonchalant about it. And I'm like, the lesson.
Oh my gosh. Like, I mean, I think my same is that everything happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. My husband is the one like, stop it. Don't say, I know, but I hate that phrase.
So yeah, that's my story. What about you?
Yeah, I have, actually, I was looking up a video to show you for it because my, I guess, most recent disaster story was actually in Japan.
Aww.
And I mean, what do you see? Because
I see you and little man just enjoying on the train.
He was 6 months old there.
So much easier to hold.
Yeah. I was learning how to crawl on this trip.
Aww.
And it was a blessing to be able to go. I mean, it had been something we'd been dreaming about for years. Actually, we've been dating over 10 years now, married now almost 5, or just past 5. And we had talked about going to Japan when we first started talking, so 10 years ago. Not necessarily in the making, right? It wasn't planned 10 years ago, but we talked about where we would want to go and what we want to see and what we want to do. This is a big deal trip for us. To be able to take our son, mind you, it was supposed to be the year prior. Okay. So that wasn't a disaster in that, the need to change our vacation because I was literally going to give birth to our son. Mm-hmm. But the disaster was on the trip. I put everything into this. I am a planner. We actually talked about it in episode 1. That is my superpower. I will take it. I love the logistics and planning. And so, I mean, a trip to a country where we don't speak any Japanese. Thank you, please, how to just navigate the very basics and then utilize all technology for the rest of it. I mean, I knew what train routes we were going to take, at what time made sense, and when was the last we could do it. My husband got horribly sick halfway through. And that video is the end of that day. And all I see is the under eye bags and the like stress on my face, the just defeat from not being able to enjoy the location. We were going all the way out to Hakone, which is by far the most beautiful place that we went to the entire trip. And I don't think Rodrigo actually opened his eyes and saw any of it because he got sick and it started on the initial bus ride there. And then once we got there, we're like, we just got to turn around. I mean, he was quite literally upchucking on a bus in another country, and we didn't necessarily bring a change of clothes with us on this like little excursion. It was just supposed to be a day trip. This bus ride was windy roads, I mean, would make you nauseous if you weren't sick kind of intensity. We get there and I knew we needed to turn around. I don't know how. I only know how to continue on the journey, and we were going to leave on the other side of the city. From that location was an easy train ride back to Tokyo, I think is where we were staying. We get to the end of the bus route. I get off and try and find literally anyone who could answer. And it's not a touristy enough place that there was a lot of English speakers. So I'm going around, running around with my phone. My husband is looking for a t-shirt to like change into, like buy a new shirt to change out of. My son is in a stroller that is racked up with a whole bunch of stuff because we're on a day trip, and I'm losing it. It was a disaster. And yeah, okay, well, we lose a day and it is what it is, and we lose the tickets and we'll just go home. But I can't actually get anywhere. No one spoke English. The first bus driver I talked to or tried to talk to, I showed him the app with the translation and was like, please, can you help me? And giggled. Like, I'm nervous. I giggle. Like, please? Like, and I'm trying to be lively. I'm like, help me. I'm a nice person. Smile. And he was in the bus. You know, they have the door open, so he's got his arm out, looks out at me and goes, and closes the door. And I'm going, you've got to be kidding.
I would have broke down in tears right there.
This is where, but I can't. I'm the one who has all the information. I'm the one who's in charge of the baby because my husband can't really be paying attention to a baby if he's trying to find a trash can to upchuck and do. So it was disaster. Holy moly, I need to slow down. I don't vacation right. I don't know it. And it was you need to slow down. You need to enjoy it. You need to take in your surroundings and know that I've got you. It's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. But why are you stressing, and why are you going to all lengths? I made 16 plans as just in cases, and not a single just in case was what was useful. I had to trust. Yeah, kind of an epic disaster. He was fine. It was a 24-hour bug. Sucked because the 24-hour bug is in the middle of a travel plan where the next day we're leaving to a completely different city. It's not like we can come back. We can go experience it. I want to go. We're going to go back to Tokyo eventually. It's going to happen, and we'll have a completely different experience. My prayers were to be with my family and to go and experience another country, and I wasn't doing that. I was rushing and running and moving. So my prayers for perfection are definitely laughed at. I mean, he's no, that's not what you need right now.
Yes.
That's not where you're going.
That's what they say. You want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans.
Yeah, that one I outside of the phrase of everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, make plans, God laughs.
Yes.
This is another one.
You guys came back with some really great stories of Japan. Some amazing photos. Poor Sebastian, he's not going to remember the life he lived in Japan.
That life he's lived in the first 18 months of his life. He's been all over the world. Peru, we were just in Peru. It was another disaster. There was another sick. We were all sick on that trip. But it was another one where like, okay, I learned. I'm going to relax. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to work with what we've got. It is what it is, but we got to see family. We got to see gorgeous locations. You don't need to rush.
So you got to slow down, which you needed.
I'm still learning that lesson. He's still, but instead, I mean, yeah, looking back at the video you shared, he talked about the prayer for patience. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I learned that one the hard way too. Don't pray for patience. No. Do not pray for patience, because I have the most chaotic 18-month-old now. I'm learning it. I'm learning patience. Please, no more. I don't. Yes. I don't need any more. I'm good. I've got all the patience now.
Because he will throw everything at you to help you learn patience.
Yep.
So quick. Yeah, that's one I have not prayed for in a very long time, and I'm not going to. I think last year I did pray for change. God change me and use me how you see fit, and he did. He shook everything up. He basically sifted me through a sifter. Yeah. Last year.
I mean, really rough for both of us. In vastly different ways, right? You talk of your avenues are coming together that sifted us into the right spot. Yeah. But man, did you have to go through the ringer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we survived, learned, and it became a blessing in the end.
Yes, I can agree with that.
It's so wild how we can laugh at these things now, but in that moment, it just stunk. But of course, the purpose may be hidden at sometimes, right? And sometimes it's that alarming flashing light, and we're able to see it. But we just got to remember, we need to use that moment for God's glory in the end.
All right, the takeaway, everything is purposeful. Your hobbies, your personality, even your bad days, they all serve a much higher calling.
Yes, amen. This leads us right to basically the struggle. When you're in the struggle, how do you stay in God's purpose, right? When someone cuts you off in traffic, how do you stop yourself from blowing that horn? A pastor once said, when other people are rushing, you don't know why they're rushing. They could have got a call that a family member's in the hospital or that their kid is needing them, right? And if you're in that situation, you would be in that same rush. So we have to give each other grace, basically. And I have to tell myself that all the time. The thing is, right now, I don't have a working horn in my car. So I go, it's not going to honk. So that's my saving grace right now.
Yep.
But if we could speak and react out of love first, I think that would get us a lot further.
If you haven't seen already, the Faith and Finger Paints workshops are about finding your creative spark again. So if you've put passions on the shelf, come join us and start creating some beautiful artwork. Maybe you want to capture some fast-paced lizards going past you as we do with the backyard photography. There we go. Click the link in the show notes if you're looking for some insight.
They're close. They're the big. Why is he looking at me like that? Like he's about to eat me. He's a dinosaur. Go away.
They are the big South Florida ones.
Oh my God.
They're so big. Go away. That didn't help.
Dude, he's coming closer.
He's standing his ground. Go away. Okay. Go away. Go away.
Okay. I'm so distracted. I can't think of anything else.
You just look in the description.
Okay.
You adventurous course with Faith and Finger Paints. Maybe not as terrifying as some lizards.
Alrighty. So I do have an amazing sermon that I like to share.
Yes, please.
He does come across my feed quite a few times. And sometimes there's some really good words. So here's this one.
Sometimes God will engineer transitions in your life, albeit painful, sometimes to push you down roads you otherwise would not chosen for yourself. And because he is the author and finisher of your story, sometimes he know you will not move, and so you need a push. And so sometimes he might close a door to give you that push. Sometimes you might go through rejection to get that push. Sometimes something has to crumble around your life to get that push. Sometimes he'll take something out of your life to give you that push. Sometimes the Lord is watching you, knowing that you need to take this next step of faith, and you won't jump, so he engineers a circumstance to push you to that next level. And it's in hindsight we go back and we look back. We say, thank you, Lord, for what you did. You closed that door. That person rejected me. I lost that so you can push me down this road I otherwise would not have chosen for myself. Lost a job, lost a house, lost a business, but this is what the Lord walked you with.
It just speaks to how God is going to use you. Whether you really want him to or not, he's going to use you. I know there's times for everybody where they may have walked away, but he's going to bring you back, and he's going to use your story for his glory. Always. Always.
perfect, incredible example just being here. I think I would have never, ever imagined my story being where I started as a Catholic girl. Like, I was a altar server, and I mean lead altar server, and was so ingrained in the Catholic Church. Moving here, finding a new church, finding a non-denominational versus a Catholic church. First, I mean, the first reaction was, this is a rock concert and I love it. This is incredible. It is so much fun. But I'm learning something. I didn't realize that about God. I didn't realize that about Jesus.
Yes.
This was never our end goal. We didn't want to be this far from family. Everything just clicked. Everything just fell into place, and we didn't realize, no, this is actually where we really need to be, and this is where God is putting us. Because now I'm spreading the faith, and I'm spreading the word that I never, ever would have prior.
Yes.
I was an altar server, and I was doing my duty, but I was being a lamb, you know? I was just following. I think, yeah, it's kind of incredible, the doors he closed and the opportunities that he said aren't for me to put you down on the right path.
A pastor has said before, like, God has already written our story, and he's, of course, made different avenues. He knows what we're going to do before we do it. And everything that we do, we should always try to think back to when it's time for us to retell this story to God. Is he going to be pleased? There's a lot of things that I can say he will not be pleased with me. And I'm going to hate to have to watch that back, but I will have to answer for it. And I am doing everything I can with the time that God has given me left to make sure that I right as many wrongs, I forgive those that I should be forgiving, and live the life that he has called me to live. It's hard, but I'm going to try. I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah.
And it's okay to fail. We don't have to be perfect. That's the thing that we have to remember. He does not expect us to be perfect by any means. We will not be the perfect image that he has created, right? He knows us. He knows what he's created. And the only thing he's asking us is for us to try in our everyday living and to do it with love and grace.
I like that. I'm going to have to watch back that sermon a few times. Need the reminders often. All right, what do you think? I think that's episode 3.
Yes, we made it. We made it.
Thank you for walking down this avenue with us.
Yes. Next week is a special one. It's the Feast of Annunciation, and we're diving into mommy life.
Yeah.
We're comparing Dee's traditional path to motherhood with my mommy boot camp journey from the foster system.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to get deep.
Yeah, so make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss it.
Yes.
Follow us on @DifferentByAvenue on all of the platforms, because I swear we're on everything. We love you guys. Cool mom handshake?
Yeah.
I don't have a cool mom handshake.
We have one?
We need to come up with one. We need
Another day, another walk, keeping faith in the stride. No matter where the avenue goes, he's the one to always provide. From the dirt to the grace, you gotta keep the faith. Trust the spirit and the truth. Yeah. Because God will never lose. See you next time. We got a way you do it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did it. When the road got rock, you pulled up to it. You always do it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, we got a way you do it. Yeah. It's on a different by avenue.